Kendrick Lamar SZA Grand National Tour. It's more than what you think. Let's talk about it.
Yo, Polly Rob, what up? What up?
I know the first thing you guys are thinking is, why does Kendrick keep dropping surprises all over the place? That's just what he does. As of this point, usually Kendrick Lamar used to be an artist who really fully dragged out his releases, whether it was his album, whether it was a tour, whether it was any type of visual. He made sure he took time to precisely map his things out and release it when he wants to. This year, we've seen something different. We've seen the same type of strategic moves, but now it's coming at an alarming rate. It's like we can't stop it. You know what I mean? It went from, doing a feature on Future and Metro Boomin to dropping disc records to, dropping the Pop-Out show, which was phenomenal. And then we get an album, and now we get a Grand National Tour with SZA. I don't think y'all understand what's really about to happen. You know what I mean? I'm excited, not to mention the Super Bowl still has to come up, not to mention the Grammys still have to come up. And, I think he won a couple of awards for the BT Awards already. So it's a lot going on. But what I wanted to really talk about was, I know it's a lot of speculation of the nature of this actual tour. I know a lot of people are thinking, hey, you might just, the pop-out might have just been a appetizer for what you might see on this tour. I know some people are thinking like this is like this super revenge, destroy all artists type of tour. But I think it's a little bit different. Now, if anybody has ever been to a Kendrick Lamar show, the one thing you have to realize is that he has very big records that on the sound design side can turn into, big anthem stadium records, the way he approaches his choreography is very, very unique. He has dancers on stage. Even when he's on stage, he's very calculated as to how he displays his artistry, but at the same time, his movements, they mean something. You know what I mean? On top of that, it's like, if you're a fan of Kendrick Lamar, a real fan, you know his songs, probably not every word, but you know the parts that make you excited. Ever since he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, he's always had these certain phrases or certain things that he does that excites people. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. It goes crazy at a concert. When he does the yeah, it go crazy. Down to we gonna be all right. We go like these are records that not just have a message, but they have these elements of like just great energy. And that brings me to the point that I'm trying to make. Is I feel like, first off, he's gonna do all of the songs from the Grand National album. And I'm pretty sure including Not Like Us. You have to realize that if you listen to that album, now that we're in the future of listening to that album and enjoying that album, the album's been first 5 songs is the Kendrick Lamar songs on the Billboard 100, phenomenal, #1 album in the world. When you listen to that album and you listen to certain songs that have the bop element, you can't help but realize that these stadiums are going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy. It's too much to process. I don't think he's doing this tour, when like the last tour, the Mr. Morale tour, very visual, very intentional, very vulnerable. It has so many elements of, really digging into who he is as a person, a lot of pause moments, structured choreography. It was a lot, and it was dope. It was like literally one of the best if not at that time, it was the most grossing solo rap artist concert ever. And I think Travis Scott just recently beat it out. But still, it was a phenomenal tour for an album that people kind of deemed that it was the least successful or the least best out of all his albums. But yet his tour was phenomenal. Now we get to GNX. We get to Grand National, where it's nothing but bops. Nothing but bops. Nothing but slaps, as DJ Head would say. Shout out to my guy. Nothing but cultured music, like my guy Glasses Malone would say. Shout out to him. Do you understand what's going to happen in those stadiums? From now until when the tour starts, we're going to remember more and more lines, more and more phrases. As of right now on TikTok, that mustard scream is going nuts. Also on I forgot what record it is, but all I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Fuck being rational. Give them what they ask for. Boop, boop, boop. It's not enough. Oh my God. I could just picture that in a stadium, and let's be 100% clear. These are stadiums. These are not big venues in terms of these are venues that hold, 15,000, 16,000. No, 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 no. These are stadiums. He about to go nuts. I don't know what type of features he's going to have. Aside from SZA, I don't even know if he even warrants to have any features on stage. SZA is a draw of her own. And it's a perfect marriage because, number one, SZA is the R&B pop sensation that's giving you major big records. Records that SZA fans know every single word. Number two, he already made sure that not only raw hip hop fans get an experience, but also R&B and pop artists get an experience as well. That makes for a good tour. Number three, they have records together. So there's going to be so many elements of all the stars is going to show. The record that's on the new Grand National album. There's so many things that can happen on that stage with them two. A lot. A lot. Number four, the part that I'm going to enjoy is all of the visuals that they're going to put together, because a Kendrick Lamar concert is not a Kendrick Lamar concert or tour without the visuals. And I think they do it the best. I think that they are the elite of the elite when it comes to putting together visuals for the stage that encompasses what's going on for the project and the album. I think Beyonce's great at that. I think Jay-Z has had his hand in the later years of his career of having that, and I think Travis Scott is great at that, Kanye, and Kendrick Lamar. So you're going to get a lot of visuals. He's going to put you in the world of Grand National. The last thing I'm going to say, everybody's talking about this Toronto date. He put Toronto on the tour date. This is what y'all don't understand. A couple of months ago, when Not Like Us dropped, Not Like Us was the most popular record in a lot of cities, in a lot of states, but also in Toronto. It was being played in Toronto on radio stations, in clubs, just as much as it was in the LA, in the Atlanta. I don't think y'all get how big Kendrick's music resonates with people. Now, I'm not saying he's going to do Not Like Us 5 or 6 times in Toronto. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, good hip hop is good hip hop. And if you know about Toronto and you've been to Toronto, I've been twice. You know that they don't play about their hip hop. It's not just that they don't play about Drake. They don't play about their hip hop. They want it in the country, for sure. So I don't think nothing's bad is going to happen in Toronto. Of course, there's going to be a couple of naysayers, but it's not going to matter because the magnitude of the people in Toronto are real hip hop fans, and they came for the shit. They came for the real shit. And guess who's going to deliver that? K-Dot. K-Dot is going to deliver that. This tour, in my opinion, is going to show people when you have popular, dope, cultured music, it doesn't matter where you at. It's going to resonate with the people. I think that's what this tour is going to show. When you have slaps and when you get to have a good time with the crowd, and I think that goes without being said a lot. When you get a chance to have a slapper record, you can have fun with the crowd. You can enjoy watching the crowd say it word for word, get to the points that are the most memorable. K-Dot gets to do that in this tour. I think people are going to realize how fun he is, how energetic he is, how funny he is, which anybody that knows him personally knows that he's hilarious. I think that might be shown on this tour as well. There's so much to come from this. He got 2 dates in Inglewood. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I will be at one of them with my kids because they got to experience that. They have to experience a K-Dot show. I think every young kid that's been from the hood should experience a K-Dot show because, in my opinion, it shows you creatively where you can go. And he's been to so many places creatively and physically. This tour probably might be one of the highest selling. And I think it's going to sell out fast. So I got to do my due diligence and make sure I get the tickets as soon as it come out. Because it's dropping tomorrow. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets. You will see an experience and be prepared to sing along. The more you know those lyrics from the Grand National Tour, the more you're going to appreciate and enjoy the tour. I promise you. I promise you. I'm listening to the album back and forth. I want to know every line, especially for Whacked Out Murals. Yeah, K-Dot, play Whacked Out Murals. I'm finna know the verse better than you. Because that song right there, oh my goodness. Listen, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about the tour. Let me know if y'all going. And let me know what are the top 5 songs you believe K-Dot is going to perform on the Grand National Tour. Let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate y'all. I had a cold last weekend right after Thanksgiving. And, I'm getting back to normal. So I appreciate y'all being patient. I'm back to the content. And I got more in store. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. Ultimate love, ultimate God's plan, God willing, and ultimate workload. Let's get it.